Today we are focusing on ordering fractions, but before we do that, let's just have a quick recap of what we learnt last lesson. Okay, so there's two parts to a fraction. There's the top part, which is referred to as the numerator, and then there's the bottom part, which is called the denominator. Okay, if the numerator is larger than the denominator, that type of fraction is called an improper fraction. If we have a whole number at the front and then a fraction, this is called a mixed numeral. Okay, so let's have a look at doing some of these questions. Let's get back there. Let's use the rubber, might be a bit quicker. Okay, so we need to simplify each fraction. Now we simplify each fraction by dividing the numerator and denominator by the highest common factor. So for question 1, we need to find the highest common factor of 3 and 12. That is the largest number which will divide into both, and that is 3. So we divide numerator and denominator by 3, and we arrive at 1 over 4. Okay, see if you can simplify 2 and 3. Okay, so divide by 5, because 5 is the highest common factor, to get 1 over 3. We divide by 4, because 4 is the highest common factor, to get 1 over 5. Okay, now we need to write each of these as a mixed numeral. Now, this is referred to as a mixed numeral. So we simply find out how many 3's are in 1, how many 3's are in 4, which is 1. There's 1 left over, and the fraction is still over 3. Let's do another one at the side. Let's do 12 over 9. There is 1 9 in 12, and there's 3 left over. But we can also simplify that fraction to get 1 and a third. Okay, have a go at doing 5 and 6. Okay, so hopefully you've done that now. There is 1, 7 and 10, and there's 3 left over. There is 1, 10 and 13, and there's 3 left over. Okay, now to convert a mixed numeral to an improper fraction, we just simply do 1 times 3. Then we add the numerator and all over the denominator. I want you to pause the video and write this down. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4 over 3. Okay, so let's do the rest. 1 times 2 is 2, plus the 1 is 3 over 2. 3 4's are 12, plus 3 is 15 over 4. We can always check to see if we have done the right thing by converting back. Okay, so let's have a look at ordering fractions. Now, before we can do this, we must be confident with finding the lowest common multiple of two numbers. So the lowest common multiple of two numbers is the lowest number which both numbers are a factor of. So let's do a quick example. Let's find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. Let's find the lowest common multiple of, let's get 5 and 15. And let's get the lowest common multiple of 4. And let's do, let's say 10. Okay, so let's write a definition for the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple of 2 or more numbers is the lowest number where both or more numbers divide that number without a remainder. And that's just another way of saying that the two numbers need to be factors of that number. So let's do the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. The method is to look at the factors, to look at the multiples. Well, the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And which is the lowest number where they are the same? It's 12. So the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4 is 12, and we can show that 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, pause the video and have a go doing the next two. Okay, so you should have done that by now. The multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15. Multiples of 15, 15, 30, 45. The lowest is 15. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30. Is 20. Okay, so let's have a look at ordering fractions. So we order fractions by comparing denominators. Okay, so if we have some fractions, for instance, a half, that half is equal to 5 over 10, also equal to 12 over 24, also equal to 50 over 100. These are called equivalent fractions. again. These are called equivalent fractions. Okay, something wrong with the pen there. These are called equivalent fractions. We order fractions by looking at the denominators. Now, if the denominators are the same, that makes it much more easy. Let me give an example. If we're asked to order 2/5, 1/5, 3/5, 4/5, 0/5, and 5/5, those are all have a denominator of 5. So we can order those on a number line. So let's do that. Start with 0 and 1. So let's go up in 1/5. Then we're going to have 5/5, which is equal to 1. Okay, so let's order those on the number line. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we can order those. 0/5 is just simply there. 1/5 is just simply there. 3/5 is simply there. 4/5 is there. 5/5 is here, and 2/5 is there. Okay, so let's have a look at an example where we do not have the same denominators. Let's order 3/4 and 1/3. So we ask, what is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4? So let's look at the multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's have a look at the multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12. They're the same at 12. So now we need to multiply this by 3 to get 12. Whatever we multiply the numerator by, we must multiply the denominator. Let's multiply that by 4 and 4. Then we get 9/12, and we get 4/12. So we can see that 9/12 is definitely greater than 4/12. Okay, now I'm going to give you one to do. Let's do 1/3 and 2/5. Off you go. You'll need to pause the video. Okay, so let's do this together. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20. Lowest common multiple is 15. So we need to multiply this by 5, the numerator, and denominator by 5, this by 3 to get 15. So let's do that then. We've got 5 over 15, and we got 6 over 15. Well, 6 out of 15 is greater than 5 over 15. Let's do 2 more examples, and then we will finish. Okay, I would like you to order a sixth and a seventh. Let's do 2/5 and a sixth. Let's do 4 examples. A quarter and a fifth, and let's do a seventh and a 2/5. Okay, off you go. Pause the video. Okay, so you should have found that the lowest common multiple of 6 and 7 is 42. So we multiply by 7, multiply by 7, multiply by 6, multiply by 6. So down below we get 7 over 42, 6 over 42. So we can say that 7 over 42 is greater. Okay, so the lowest common multiple of 4 and 5, I think we did this previously, is 20. So multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiply by 4, multiply by 4. So we get 5 over 20 and 4 over 20. We can show that 5 over 20 is definitely greater than 4 over 20. Okay, so the lowest common multiple of 5 and 6 is 30. So we multiply denominator by 6, numerator by 6, denominator by 5, numerator by 5. We get 12 over 30, and we get 5 over 30. We can show that 12 over 30 is definitely larger than 5 over 30. The lowest common multiple of 5 and 7 is 35. I'm going to multiply by 5, by 5, by 7, by 7 to get 5 over 35 and 14 over 35, and that is definitely larger. Okay, I hope this makes sense, and good luck with the exercise.